everyone, welcome back to Denise Dives In. Today we are going to go over October's budget. Now, you guys helped me come up with my numbers for October in another video. It was called Diving into October's Budget or Deep Dive into October's Budget. I like to show you exactly where I come up with our numbers. We are debt free. We do not have a mortgage. We are looking into buying a house in the near future. Right now we rent and we are one income family and it's commission based. So that's my daughter Jane playing. We have an 8-year-old son and a 1-year-old daughter, and I stay home with them, and my husband works on commission in furniture sales. So his income is very fluctuating. So we take his income from last month, so September, and we use it for October, and you'll see what I'm talking about in a second. On the monthly view, I just track our bills. I don't know all of them because some of them were still getting figured out, and some of them that I know all the time, like Hulu said that it was raising it by $1, so I'm not sure if that means a straight dollar or $1 and some change, so I just left that one alone. On this page, we did our sinking funds, and I also did a video on that. I think it's called like closing out our sinking funds or something along those lines. So if you want to see how I got our number for our sinking funds, I don't do a lot of sinking funds. I only do sinking funds that are a big amount, because for us, it's just easier to budget for things in our budget the month that they happen in. Like subscriptions, Amazon Prime is only $130. I don't need to save let's say it'd be about like $12 a month if I budgeted every single month to save $12 so that I had $130 at the end of the year to pay that. Our budget allows us to be able to purchase things like that or have subscriptions like that and just pay them when they come due. Same thing with birthdays. So Alex's birthday is in October. Alex is my husband, and he will be turning 28. And instead of just saving up a little bit every month, I just budget for his birthday in the month of October. Hopefully that makes sense. I just noticed that when I was like trying to do sinking funds and lots of sinking funds, I'd get frustrated and wouldn't want to do it. So if I can make it easier on myself, I'm going to, because budgeting should be, in my opinion, easy enough for you to want to do it, so you're not just skipping it because it's so tedious that you have to make sure you have that envelope or make sure that you document that you spent this, or, you know, like if, say I did have like a fund for Alex's or just birthdays, I just feel like, how do you know that everybody's like getting their fair shake, or, you know, I don't know. I like budgeting for that person's birthday in their birthday month. These are just subscriptions I have, and some of them come due certain months and some of them come due other months. I just write them down so that when I'm making the budget for the following month, that I can look here and go, oh, well, I have to write in True Green. Disney Plus is going to be due. I pay for that yearly. Pretty Litter is going to be due. Everything is actually due in November. I might want to, because there is a lot coming due, I might want to just like postpone one of them because I can't postpone Disney. True Green, we could say, they said that we are allowed to say, I don't want the service this month. I can move it to like the next year because they're not going to service our lawn while it's like wintertime. So I can do that. I can move Pretty Litter out, or I can do it at the end of October if I didn't think that we were going to be able to pay for all of these different subscriptions. And like Scentburn, I can always just skip a month. Billy is a razor subscription. I honestly use my razor to death. Like it will be like cutting me practically, and I'll keep using it. So I'm pretty sure I'm getting new ones this month, but like if that one was due, I could bump that out. There's no problem with bumping stuff like that out. So just a little overview there. And then on this page, I write our monthly budget. So that's what we're gonna do today. First, and we're using last month's income. It's not the exact number. Normally I have the exact number, but because there was like an extra week in September, I used like whatever was over $7,000 for that week's budget. And I will probably show you in a video like how much we actually spent. And whatever's left over from that, I'm just going to put into savings. So I just said income is going to be $7,000. And I'm going to write way at the top because I'm going to write it over here. So I have a spot for how much we saved at the end of the month. Because I did that last month and I kind of liked it that I had like exactly how much we were able to save. Okay, so we have rent. We rent a 3-bedroom, 2-bath house in Northwest Arkansas. The damage on that is $1,400, and then they charge me this weird fee for using like the internet to do it. Life insurance, this is just for me and my son Dominic. I am older than my husband, and when I was buying these policies, we were just like boyfriend and girlfriend. So I didn't get him a policy, and my daughter Jane wasn't born yet. I still need to do that. I say this every video. I still haven't done it. Cox is one I don't know yet. In my rough draft, I said $75 for Cox though. Hopefully it's not more than that. Black Hills is the heat, like gas place. We don't have a gas stove. We just have the heater and the like hot water heater. I think this went down, but I'm gonna write 84 because that's the number I thought it was. I signed up for their budget billing and I think it lowered already and I only paid once, so I'm just gonna say that it was 84 again. Culligan, another one I don't know. I'm assuming that it's gonna be around $120. They didn't pick up a whole bunch of my bottles from the last time, so I don't know. I know you get credits when you like return them, so. Verizon's $175. This is for 10 gigabytes of data, and there's 3 people on the phone plan. Me, my husband, and my mom. Netflix is $15. I feel like this pen's dying. Alder is our pest control service, and this is a quarterly bill. They come quarterly in spray, and that is $114.98. And then utilities, and this includes the trash, the sewer, the water, and the electricity, and it was $410 last month. I'm gonna assume that it's $400 this month. Hopefully it's less than that. Audible, I also don't know because I signed up for you get like extra perks. You get like more books, you get Audible originals, and I want to get more into listening to audiobooks. I have a lot of audiobook subscriptions and things like that, and I enjoy listening to audiobooks more so than I feel like I have an addiction to my phone. So it's easier for me to distract my brain with a book, an audiobook, than it is to try to like sit down and like read a book, or like I've been having a hard time even like doing my puzzles right now. So I don't know. I bought that in hopes that I could sit still, or not sit still, but just like stop scrolling on my phone. Hulu was another one that I don't know exactly the amount because it is going up. I'm pretty sure that's across the board. So if you have Hulu, they sent a notice out that they're going up. HBO Max is $16.07. I really like having HBO Max. I don't know anytime in the near future that we'll get rid of it. I just like having the access to their like original content is really cool. And then you can watch some movies that come out right when they come out in the theater on the service too. So this is probably one I should get rid of, especially since I just upgraded the Audible. But for now, I'm going to keep it because I am listening to 1 or 2 books on there right now. So, and I think they're adding 9 Perfect Strangers in there. And I just watched the Hulu show of it, and I'm curious about the book. And I remember trying to read the book when it came out because that author, I can't say her name, wrote another book that I liked. And I just remember thinking, wow, there's too many characters. I can't keep this all straight. But now that I've seen it visually, I think I can keep on track of it. And I really enjoyed the series. It's in Hulu if you are interested. It's got Nicole Kidman and like Melissa McCarthy, some other like Michael Shannon's in it. It's just super like one of those just mysterious, and then at the end it's like a feel good. I just like shows that are both like a mix of the two, like a mysterious feel good at the end show. But I did want to listen to the audiobook, and I'm pretty sure they're adding it to Scribd on the 25th, which is tomorrow. That's a weird day to add a book. Pretty sure it said the 25th. I'll double check. So I'm going to keep that subscription. Pretty Litter, this is just for Sophie's food this month. Next month, it's going to be the litter too. I've been getting the food from there. I think that she's been like, it's probably too much information, but like her litter box and like her poop and stuff like that looks way better than it did with her other food. So I kind of don't want to change it on her just because I want to do the best I can for her. She went through a hard time when we brought Jane home. She just got super duper stressed out. We were stressed out. I think that cats are very hidden, like kind of like dogs too. Like they just like try to hide their emotions. They don't want their family to know that there's anything wrong. And she got sick. We had to take her to the vet when Jane was small, but I would have been stressed out too if I was a cat, because Jane sounded like a cat screaming all the time. Like she sounded like a little like baby cat screaming. It was great. True Green is the lawn service that I don't like that we pay for that, but Alex seems to think it's doing something. So, and I'm sure if we went and spent the money on whatever they're spraying on our yard, it would cost around the same. Billy is the Razor subscription, and I'm getting 4 new cartridges for $9.86. And though honestly, I probably, if it is like 6 or 8 weeks or something, I'll probably bump it out to like the new year. I don't think I'll need any more because I still think I have like 3 from the last time, and I'm getting this at the end of the month, so I have a lot. I just feel like it does a fine job for a really long time, and if it's not cutting me, I'm fine. So with the things that I think these are, I have a little post-it here. So the total, and this is just a guesstimate on this, is $2,488. And like I said, these ones I just like guessed 400 for this, 23 for this, 8 for this, 75 for that, and 120 for that. And when those bills come in, I write them in, and then when I have all of them, I just make that a physical number. I don't need to take that out. Okay, now moving on. We are going to do the stuff that we came up with in our dive into the budget. So we've got, I have a lot this month. Let's start up here. Where should we start? Yeah, that should work. So we have groceries. Like, I don't know how to spell this word right now. I swear the older I get, the more everything looks like it's spelled wrong. I need to like look at books more or something, because I spelt like Italy the other day, and I'm like, that's wrong. And I had to look it up in the phone because I was like, there's no way that's how you spell Italy. So we do need to move this up a smidgen. And then we're gonna do budget, actual. Plus and minus. Okay, so groceries, we decided $7.20. And that's approximately $180 a week, right? Yeah, $180. And then eat out, we decided we decided $2.40. We're trying to eat out less as usual. And oh no, I think that was $60 a week. 40, no, what? 240 divided by 4, 60 a week, yeah. And this is for 4 weeks. There are 4 weeks in October this time, so I don't have to worry about that pesky extra week. Gas is $75 per week. We both fill up about once a week, so I just like to have more money in there than less money. Household, I just gave myself my standard like $150. This includes, sometimes I put like bathroom stuff in there, but for the most part, it's just anything for the house, and that it can include decorations as well. I do have a Halloween budget, but if it was just fall time and I wanted a new pumpkin or something, I would take it out of household. I don't have separate categories for things like that. I just will take it out of my household budget. But most of this is just like light bulbs, air filters, filters for your fridge, filters for, you know, just like not things that you're like, that you need for your person, that you need for the house. Alex, I'm giving him, that's my husband, I'm giving him $265. And then for me, and that's just for his spending money, pocket money, and then he also vapes, so he needs like stuff for the vape device. And then for me, I'm just giving myself $200 for spending money. And hopefully that doesn't all go to coffee this month. Are you not excited? Dominic's my son. He's 8. He gets $100. Some of this might be used for clothes. I'm not positive yet. I do put our clothing, if we need new clothes, I put it in the budget here. Jane does need a couple new things. Dominic needs new shoes. That's why his is a little high too. Jane, I'm giving $200. Fun, I am upping this month just because it's October and there's like fall festivals and stuff. And we like to go to First Fridays now, so I just upped that a little bit. It used to be $150, but I think during the holiday season, Alex's birthday, I'm doing $250, and this will include if we go to dinner, if we go like to Top Golf or something like that, any type of activity that we want to do, and then a gift for him. Halloween, I already bought some, like a wine subscription from Bright Cellars, and that's coming actually today. That should be here soon. And I know I'm early, but there was a deal and I didn't know if I was still gonna get the deal. So it was like only $53 for 7 bottles of wine. I thought that was pretty cool. Halloween, I'm giving us $100, and that's just for, I'll probably take the candy out of, or whatever I decide to buy for like the trick-or-treaters out of groceries, and I will take just like the costumes out of here. And if I need some more decorations, but I don't need any decorations for Halloween, I'm sure. We're like in between, like, I'm saying like a lot. I've started this video a couple times over because I was saying like too much. I'm just a Valley girl at heart, okay? And then you keep saying it because you're like, stop saying it. What was I saying? Halloween. Interesting. Halloween. I'm gonna take the costumes out of there. and whatever I decide for trick-or-treaters, I'm gonna take out of groceries. Oh, we're in between, so we're renting this house, and then we're trying to look for a new house at some point soon here to buy. And I don't want to buy like decorations for this house for certain spots in this house, because my new house will be different. So I'm gonna try to steer clear of decorations unless I know that it'll be for Dominic's room or Jane's room or something, because I always thought that was fun to have like your own decorations for your own room as a kid. But so haircuts, I am getting like my hair like balayaged, or however you say it. I decided that was something fun to do for myself. I don't really I don't need to explain myself, but I'm going to. I don't really buy makeup. I don't buy lots of clothes. I literally have 2 pairs of shoes. I have flip-flops and I have a pair of tennis shoes. I don't splurge on myself very often. And I haven't gotten my hair dyed for a while. So I wanted to do something that was low maintenance. And I've been getting my toes done, but I don't consider that like as for myself as something that like lasts and you see all the time, and like every time you look in the mirror you see it kind of thing. And I actually don't like people rubbing my feet. Like I know that like Dee from Budgeting, or her channel something else now. You know who I'm talking about. She was saying like how awesome that is, and I personally like don't like being touched. So like I go and I like having my toes like painted and look pretty, but I don't like people touching me. So it's like awkward, but I love having my hair brushed. Like if my husband like starts rubbing my feet, I'm like, here's the brush my hair, because I don't know what it is about my scalp and like it being brushed. Anyway, long story longer. She quoted me like $185 for the haircut, and I have to incorporate my son and my husband if they want haircuts as well. Jane's not really old enough to get a haircut yet. Well, she doesn't have enough hair to get a haircut yet, and so I don't need to worry about her, but that's why I just did $300 just in case I need a tip for that. I don't know if a haircut's included in that. I don't know if that was for all of it or just the balayage, so I just put $300. Long story longer. Care of, me and my husband both take vitamins from Care of, and it fluctuates how much it is because we like to change up what vitamins we're taking. So I'm just putting $150. It should be less than that though. That's on the high side, because we can switch up what we're getting every single month. Sinking funds. I put, oh crap, it was $5.45 that I put towards sinking funds. And unbudgeted, oh my god. So I don't have editing software, so if I screw up, I have to roll with it, because yeah, apparently my brain doesn't work today. I don't budget anything for unbudgeted, because if I did, I would just be like, oh, I have money in unbudgeted, I'm gonna spend it. So that's what we got there, guys. All right, so I'm gonna add this up, and then we're going to write the total, and then, so the total for this is $3,720. And then if you take that number and add it to this number and minus it from 7,000, hopefully we'll have $791.56 to put towards savings. I'm not gonna write that down because that's a guesstimate, because if we haven't budgeted or if we go over any category, we have a $791 buffer for now, but we want to put that money towards savings. So hopefully we can put it towards savings. And that is it for today's budget. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you in the next one. I wish you luck with your October budgets, and